Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a very special video lined out for y'all because I am going to be attending the UEFA Women's Champions League semifinal match between Arsenal and Lyon. I'm really excited for this. It's been fun to see Arsenal go through this season and the massive improvements we've made as we go. Despite a little blip around March time, we've by and large been very good this season. And so that maybe gives me a bit of confidence heading into this game. I think Lyon are a very good team, and it's probably more likely they will win. They dispatched Bayern Munich very easily in the quarterfinals, whereas we struggled to beat them, which makes me wonder if they might be just a bit of a level ahead of us. We also played pretty well against Chelsea, though, who definitely are at the level of a team who could win the Champions League. So, we can play competitive games against very good teams. So we'll see what happens, especially at home. I did not bring my normal Arsenal scarves with me to London. I forgot to bring them. So I got this one. It's a bit of a weird scarf. It's got the UK flag instead of the Arsenal logo for some reason, but it says Arsenal still. I can still wave it above my head and sing the angel. It's going to be a fun time, I think. Once again, not sure Arsenal's going to win. It's also probably not going to be as big of an attendance as the semifinal 2 years ago. Checking the tickets last night, it ended up being, I think, 40 to 45,000 tickets sold, it looked like. So still going to be a pretty good attendance, but maybe not as high as it has been. Either way, 2 Champions League semifinals in 2 years is a really big deal, and no matter what happens in those games, the Wolfsburg one is particularly heartbreaking, but I'm going to do everything I can to enjoy this one, no matter what the result is, because it is a really big deal, and it's really fun that we get to play in a Champions League semifinal. Hope y'all enjoy. In the stadium now, I'm going to predict a 15-0 win for Arsenal. Come on, you guys. Halftime, 1-0 to Lyon. Lyon is indeed a very good football team. I think Arsenal actually has had more of the ball, but they've had to work really hard for any chances they have created. They've made a few. Monum probably should have scored around 30 minutes. However, Lyon, despite not having possession too much, when they have had the ball, they've looked very threatening, and it feels like their chances have come more easily than Arsenal's. So Arsenal still are very much in the game, but Lyon's just a good football team. I knew that going into the game. However, it's only 1-0, so we'll see if Arsenal can get something. Arsenal penalty. Alright, there we go. Caldante's taking it.
Come on. Mariona.
She's good at penalties. Ah, man. There was a lot of excitement in the stadium when Caldante's penalty went in. Lyon then had to go and score another goal. That was the issue with this game, is we could stop Lyon from having the ball for most of the time. They didn't create too many chances, and yet all they needed was one break. Both goals were just one break. And they're really fast, and they're good at getting the ball on target when they get the chance. Lyon took their chances, we didn't. I don't know. I'm actually still somewhat encouraged by this game. I think we're not on the level of Lyon yet, but we might get there. We're going in the right direction under Slagers, and this wasn't a bad performance by any means, but we're not there yet. However, I'm still hopeful because I think we can get there. Might not be this year, might not be next year, but we will be there eventually if we continue on this trajectory. Right, I'll try and keep this brief, as I'm sure this video is pretty long by this point with all the other match stuff. So I'm back home now. I've had a few days to think about the result, and it's kind of disappointing. It's also not entirely surprising. I knew going into this game that Lyon is a really, really good football team, and so I can't say I entirely expected us to win the game. And I am happy with a lot of what happened in the match. And I think we didn't showcase a bad showing from ourselves. Like, we didn't play badly, but also we weren't good enough to win. We made a few errors. I think that maybe our inexperience in this stage of the competition shows, because the further down the road you get in the Champions League, like in a competition like this, in the latter stages, experience is really important, and Lyon definitely has experience that we don't have. So it's not surprising that we might be a bit more shaky than they were, and also on paper, they probably are better than us anyways. They had a stronger bench that they could refer to and look to. They had more experienced players. They had more physically dominant players, I think. A lot of the Arsenal players were getting pushed around a lot more than I thought they would. Sometimes excessively, I think, and the ref didn't call anything, which is kind of weird because a few times there were some iffy challenges. But also, Lyon were just, like, they looked stronger, and we were getting pushed around and pushed off the ball sometimes, both legally and illegally. So that was disappointing, and I think that's another area where you just see that Lyon's really good, and that's disappointing. But again, I've said it before, it's disappointing, not surprising. Caitlin Ford was probably our best player. I think she was doing a lot and probably was the most threatening. Frida Monum had a few chances that maybe she could have put away. I do think that we could have had a few more goals in this game, maybe if we had taken our chances better, but at the end of the day, it wasn't meant to be. I don't know. It's disappointing, but I'm really excited to see where this team's going. So, whilst I don't think we're gonna go through the final, I'm still really happy with how this team's looking, and hopefully this experience will be positive for everyone and they can learn and grow from it and hopefully get more big game experience for the next time we're in a situation like this.